Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's PokeProdz, and I'm sorry I've been completely off the face of the earth lately in concerns of Wi-Fi battles. But yeah, I've just been busy doing school and exams and all that stuff. So today I have a battle against my man Carlangas. CrazeNoivern is his YouTube. I will most definitely link him in the description. That being said, look at this man's team. I like it. There's some originality on it, like that Electivire. But yeah, let's hop right into the battle. Ooh, that nice hat. That's looking nice. It's looking powerful. This man leads Blastoise, and I decided to lead Rotom because, well, I mean, I had two choices. I could either lead my Rotom or my Genesect, but I just felt Rotom more suiting for the task at hand, especially since this man led with Blastoise. But I actually just go straight for the Will-O-Wisp, honestly, because I'm thinking, yeah, this thing's not going to die to a Volt Switch, clearly. This thing does have bulk to it. But, yeah, this thing's actually, like, I like Mega Blastoise. I need to get me one. This thing hits with an Aura Sphere. This has, like, a pretty good, like, move pool, I can't lie. But anyway, I switch out with my Rotom, and I go ahead and switch in my Hard Body Goodra. You already know my Goodra. So, Goodra's going to eat up whatever this thing throws at me. And it throws a Dragon Pulse, but that's no big deal because I'm a Goodra, you already know. Goodra tanks that no problem, and if I'm correct, I believe I go for the... Oh yeah, he withdraws first. Sorry, this battle happened a little while ago, so if I stutter and such, that's why. I actually do go for the T-Bolt. Okay, so he predicted me there, no problem. His Ferrothorn really does not do anything to it. Now he actually switches out once again, and into Suicune. Now, I do recall having trouble with this thing, because if I'm correct, it is like the sleeping set. It's not really Crocoon because it doesn't have the normal Crocoon set, but yeah, it is a Suicune set that involves sleeping. So anyway, it goes for the, it's like a Calm Mind set, so anyway, it goes for the Calm Mind, and Suicune's getting popped. It wants to crush some souls, but I have a Goodra, and you cannot forget. Now I hit with the T-Bolt, and to my surprise, it does a clean 60 damage. It's like 60%, but I also do get the crit, so that's probably why. And not to mention, I get the Para Hacks, which is awesome when hacks go your way, but it doesn't happen very often. So I hit with the T-Bolt, and then this man hits me with an Ice Beam, and I'm like, damn, I'm a Goodra. You already know I'm tanking it. So anyway, he gains a little health from the leftovers, but that's not a big deal in the whole run of things. But he actually withdraws the Suicune and sends an Electivire, and this was a very predictable play, but I just completely did not play it right. I mean, I went for the Thunderbolt because I was like, oh, I can take this thing at no problem, but really, all honesty, I should have went for the Dragon Pulse. But instead, I get my soul crushed by a Wild Charge Electivire. So anyways, that's that. That's the end of Goodra. And now I send in my Landorus. And Landorus is a complete threat. You already know it is. There's nothing you can do to Landorus. There's nothing at all you can do to Landorus. Landorus is too powerful. So now this man sends in Suicune again. And yeah, it gets his pressure off. That's no big deal. But I actually go for the Stealth Rock, so pressure's not hurting me at all. I mean, pressure is very useful, I suppose, against like utility moves, moves with 5 PP that are usually very strong. That's the only real thing I see of pressure. Anyway, I go for the U-turn, and it doesn't kill the Suicune to my surprise. This thing is hard body. So I get out of there with my Landorus, and I go ahead and switch in my Latios. Now, I was like, oh, there's not too much that this thing can do on that free turn. It rests. I was like, hello, are you kidding me? But this is because I did not, this is the first time he's revealed this to me that it is a sleep set. He gets a free rest off, and that Suicune's full health, ready to crush my entire soul. So this man sends in a Blastoise now, and I actually go for the Thunderbolt. Now, I'm not sure if he was just trying to sack this off or what, but he ended up surviving. However, I'm pretty sure the burn takes him out no problem. So yeah, it does. Not bad. Not even bad though. So yeah. Now Carlangas sends in his Genesect, and Genesect's a complete threat. It's an utter monster. I mean, an Ice Beam from this thing will completely wreak havoc on Latios, and so will a U-turn will do fair damage. So I'm like, I gotta get out of here. There's nothing I can do against this man. I go ahead and send a Rotom now. With Rotom in, I know I can easily take a U-turn, and if not easily, at least I will survive it. Yeah, which is what happens there, as you can see. And now he switches out Genesect, obviously, from the U-turn, and sends in Electivire. So I was like, not bad, not bad. But now he actually withdraws it, and I believe he sends in Donphan. So with Donphan here, I'm really not too worried. I go ahead and go for the Will-O-Wisp just because I know this thing is stalling anyway. But he switched into the Will-O-Wisp, so there's nothing he could really do about that. Sure, he's gonna get the leftovers, but I mean, it's just gonna get burnt down and withered down turn by turn. But yeah. So it gets hurt a little bit by its burn, and I just go for the Hydro Pump because it's clear, like it's a clear sure shot move, and I do it, and it completely and utterly destroys Donphan. Nice and powerful, Rotom. Nice and powerful. So now this man sends in Genesect, and he is ready to take some names. Like he's grabbing souls off the walls, dude. This man knows what's up. No. So yeah. So anyway, hits with the U-turn, and it just really doesn't do anything to a Landorus because I mean I am a Landorus after all. Like, but that's what I don't mind when people bring in Genesect against me. I'm like, what are you gonna do right now? What are you gonna do? You're gonna Ice Beam me. I mean, I suppose you can Ice Beam me, but that's too predictable. So some people do go for the U-turn, and Landorus eats it up no problem. But as you can see, this man switched in Suicune. He's not playing any games. No games are being played here. I actually go for the U-turn on the Suicune, and it does sweet fuck all. Like, just being real here, it does nothing. Now, I realize this. I go ahead and switch it to my Rotom, which I know is going to take some damage. Like, no doubt. This thing's going for a rest. I believe it's rest. Hello. I just keep thinking rest talk. It's going for the sleep talk, I believe. And so, yeah, that's what it does. I actually get a free turn off my rest because he does not go for anything. He reveals to me he does not have the sleep talk or does not want to go for it right now for some reason or another. So I go for my rest and get my Resto Chesto off because you already know Rotom doesn't want to die. So yeah, we're sitting here kind of looking at each other, and then he hits me with a Scald. So I'm fine with that. Rotom can eat up a Skull, no problem. I'm like, alright, you want to try to burn me? I'll burn you too. So there goes the Will-O-Wisp, hoping to get some damage off on that Suicune. Slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. Suicune is looking amazing. I cannot tell you how good Suicune is looking. Look, it's looking majestic. And it wants to crush souls, so you already know. Anyway, this man hits me with a Scald. Sorry if I get on those rants, but ooh, that Suicune though. So I hit that Suicune with a Volt Switch, and Rotom's like, I'm getting the hell out of here. I don't want to screw around with this thing anymore. And I send in Genesect. Now, you have to keep in mind, Suicune is bulky. This thing is like hard-bodied in both defenses. It's pretty ridiculous. Not to mention he's still pretty offensive. So I don't know, like Suicune's like an offensive stall almost. I don't even know. Anyway, this man switches out of Suicune and back into Electivire, and so it takes a little bit of damage on entry, and I just go for the U-turn, predicting him to do that since he did it already. I go for the U-turn, and it takes out Electivire to my surprise. I did not think it would, but I mean, Genesect most definitely is a thing. People need to realize that Genesect is busted since Gen 5. That shit's crazy. So anyway, I bring in Latios now, and this man brings in his Genesect, and I'm like, yo, I ain't afraid of you. I ain't afraid. You're taking damage on every switch in with those rocks. This Genesect will be withered down eventually. But anyway, turns out I am afraid. I switch out back into my Rotom. Now Rotom has a lot of health left, so I'm probably thinking fodder at this point. But yeah, he can tank it, no problem. So anyway, he hits me up with the U-turn real quick and gets out. And now he sends in Fairthorn. And I'm like, one thing I hate in this game is stalling. I don't know if you watched my previous video, but I hate stalling. And Ferrothorn is a huge staller, unless you can take it out easily with a Fire Blast or something. But yeah, so he hits with the Power Whip, and this does some damage. Like, I mean, it scared me. I was like, yep, Rotom's done. But no, he actually survived with 12 or 11 health. So I go for the Volt Switch now, and it really doesn't do like sweet fuck all to that Ferrothorn. Ferrothorn just kind of laughs at me, but it gives me a chance to get Rotom out of there and put something else in. So now I switch in my nice and shiny Genesect, looking nice and powerful. Ooh, ooh, kill him. So anyway, he hits me with the Leech Seed, and Genesect thinks that's fine. I mean, Leech Seed is never really a good thing to have up against you, but it doesn't hinder you too much. I mean, unless it puts you in that range somehow that you're going to be killed by the Leech Seed at the end of the turn, because that sucks. I've been there before. But yeah, he switches out and into the Suicune now. Suicune is almost dead, and not to mention it's taking entry hazards and burn. So I don't really know about that. I just go for the Flamethrower, and I believe it puts, yeah, it takes Suicune down to like ridiculous, like 10 health or low. But then he gains a little health and he gains Leech Seed, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Your Suicune is going to survive the burn, and it's going to survive another turn? Like, damn. So that's exactly what it does, that damn Suicune. But I go ahead and just stay in with the Flamethrower. I know it's going to die this turn. He had nothing to do. He had nothing to do about it. So yeah, so there goes that. Now this man sends in his Genesect, and I'm like, oh no, we're playing this game. Oh no, which one of us is gonna risk the speed tie? Like, are you gonna risk it? Oh no, it is shiny. So at the moment there's only like 2 Genesects you can get, and one of them is the event one from Japan, which is English. So I'm like, it's probably the same set as mine. So this man hits with the Flamethrower, but since my Latios is Assault Vested, it does nothing to this. It does nothing. Latios is acting hard body right now. So anyway, he sends back into Ferrothorn, and Latios needs to put an end to this right now. But he hits with the Thunderbolt, and Ferrothorn just starts laughing like hysterically. This man is not doing anything to me, this Ferrothorn says. But really, Ferrothorn, you are gonna die soon. You're getting weathered down, whether you notice it or not. Now this man is switching between the Ferrothorn and the Genesect, and every time they're taking Stealth Rock damage. So Stealth Rock is putting in some work, thanks to my Lando MVP. No, but honestly, I hit him with the Dragon Pulse, and I think I'm actually going to start doing that on my channel. Having you guys post what you think my MVP was of the battle in the comment section. So make sure to do that below, actually. Yeah, anyway, so let's get back to the battle. I hit him with the Dragon Pulse, and that should be enough to knock out Genesect. I mean, Genesect put in so much work, it doesn't even matter. Genesect put in some work against my team. But now, this is the end of the battle. He switches into Rocks, and that's it. This man left because he already knew it was over, but he had no choice. So anyway, good battle, Carlangas, and yeah, PokeProdz out.